In the middle of endless golden sands where the air shimmers and time stands still, a strange sound rises from the earth itself. Low at first like a whisper, then deeper, like a choir echoing through the dunes. They call it the Singing Desert. From Mongolia to Chile, from China to Oman, there are places where the sand seems alive, where every gust of wind turns the landscape into a natural instrument of haunting beauty. But how can a desert sing? Legends of the Singing Sands. For centuries, travelers have told stories about this phenomenon. Ancient caravans crossing the dunes spoke of spirits hidden beneath the sand, crying, humming, or laughing with the wind. In some cultures, the sound was seen as a warning, a desert voice calling out to the lost. In Mongolia, locals believed that the singing dune was the voice of a great dragon buried under the earth. In the Sahara, Bedouins said it was the sound of jinn, whispering to anyone who dared to wander too far. Even explorers like Marco Polo wrote about deserts that seemed to speak. Modern discovery. It wasn't until the 20th century that scientists began to study it seriously. In China's Badain-Jiaran Desert, researchers recorded sounds so loud they could be heard over 10 kilometers away. They described it as a deep, resonating hum, part thunder, part cello, a sound that seems to come from inside the dunes themselves. In other regions, like the Namib Desert, the pitch changes depending on the wind speed and grain size. Each dune sings its own song, a natural orchestra built entirely by sand and air. The science of singing. So what's really happening? When millions of grains of sand move together, they rub against each other in perfect rhythm. If the grains are smooth, dry, and uniform, they create a vibration that resonates like a giant speaker. The dune itself acts as an amplifier, and the sound waves bounce within it, producing a deep, almost human tone. It's not just a simple whistle, it's a powerful vibration that can make the ground tremble. Some dunes produce a single note, others shift and hum in chords, as if the earth itself is composing music nature's music imagine, standing alone in the middle of a desert at sunset. The wind slows, then picks up again, and suddenly, the air around you vibrates. A low melodic tone swells and fades as if the desert is breathing. Filmmakers and sound engineers who've recorded it say it's one of the most moving natural sounds on Earth, beautiful, eerie, and oddly emotional. It's no wonder ancient people believed they were hearing the voices of gods or spirits. Variations around the world. Singing sands aren't limited to one place. In Morocco, the dunes of Erg Chebi rumble softly like a heartbeat. In Chile's Atacama Desert, they buzz like a deep cello. And in California's Kelso Dunes, the sound can reach 105 decibels, almost as loud as a jet engine. Each desert has its own tone and rhythm, depending on grain size, moisture, and slope. It's like every dune has its own voice. The mystery continues. Despite decades of research, scientists still don't fully agree on every detail. What makes one dune sing while another stays silent? Some theories say it depends on the exact thickness of the dry surface layer. Others suggest it's the resonance frequency of trapped air pockets inside. What's clear is that this song is fragile. Even a small change in humidity or pollution can silence it. That's why many deserts no longer sing. Their delicate natural conditions have been altered. So each singing dune is not just a wonder, but a vanishing voice of the planet, the human connection. Those who've experienced it say it feels almost spiritual. Some close their eyes and feel the vibration through their chest, like a heartbeat of the earth. Others describe it as calming, like being wrapped in sound. Artists and musicians have tried to recreate it, but the real desert song can't be fully captured. It's too vast, too ancient, too alive. Standing in that golden expanse, you realize this isn't just sound. It's the desert remembering, telling stories in a language only the wind can carry. The beauty of the unknown. In a world where science explains almost everything, the singing desert reminds us there are still wonders we don't control. It's proof that even silence can make sound and that nature doesn't just exist to be seen, but to be heard. Maybe the desert sings because it's alive. Or maybe it's the Earth's way of reminding us that beauty doesn't always shout sometimes. It hums softly beneath our feet. So the next time you find yourself under an open sky, listen closely. The world is full of music. You just have to be quiet enough to hear it. The desert that sings when the wind blows, where science meets poetry and the earth finds its voice. Thanks for watching. If this story made you feel the mystery of nature, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible tales from the hidden corners of our world.